Why do we ask why? The psychology of curiosity and reasoning. Every major human breakthrough began the same way, not with an answer, not with certainty, but with a question. A child asks why the sky is blue. A student asks why a rule exists. A worker asks why things are done this way. History shows that asking why has led to science, medicine, engineering, law, and social progress. And yet, in classrooms, workplaces, families, and institutions, the question why is often discouraged. Sometimes it's labeled disrespectful, sometimes inefficient, sometimes dangerous. Curiosity is praised in theory, but restricted in practice, which raises a quiet but unsettling question. Why do humans ask why? And why is that question so often treated as a problem? Humans are not the only curious species. Animals explore, they test, they investigate. But humans do something different. They don't just notice patterns, they ask for explanations. Psychologists define this as causal reasoning, the drive to understand why something happens, not just that it happens. This ability appears early. Research shows that children begin asking why questions as soon as language allows it, often between ages 2 and 4. These questions are not random. They follow structure. Why did that happen? Why does this work? Why is this allowed? Why can't I do that? Why questions help humans learn faster, transfer knowledge, predict future outcomes, detect inconsistencies. In short, asking why is one of the primary tools the human brain uses to understand reality. And yet, in many environments, that tool is restricted. Here are several facts, rarely presented side by side. Fact 1. Educational research consistently shows that curiosity improves learning, memory retention, and problem solving. Students who ask why understand material more deeply than those who memorize answers. Fact 2. Despite this, many standardized education systems reward correct answers, not meaningful questions. Testing measures recall, not reasoning. Fact 3. In professional environments, innovation is frequently praised. Companies say they want outside-the-box thinkers. Fact 4. Employees who question existing processes are statistically more likely to be labeled disruptive, difficult, or non-compliant. Fact 5. Scientific progress depends on challenging existing explanations. Fact 6. Social norms often treat questioning authority as insubordination rather than inquiry. So curiosity is celebrated in hindsight, but constrained in real time. The same question, why, is credited for progress after it succeeds and punished before it does. When why questions are discouraged, the effects compound quietly. In education, students learn what to think, not how to think. Curiosity becomes risk-taking. Silence becomes safer than inquiry. In workplaces, inefficient systems persist. Errors repeat. Innovation slows, not due to lack of intelligence, but lack of permission. In social systems, rules remain unquestioned. Traditions outlive their original purpose. Contradictions normalize. Psychological research links suppressed curiosity to reduced intrinsic motivation, lower engagement, increased conformity under uncertainty. These are not dramatic outcomes. They are subtle. But over time, subtle effects shape cultures. Cultures where questions are rare, where explanations are optional, where compliance is easier than understanding. So the question becomes observational, not accusatory. Who benefits when fewer people ask why? Efficiency increases when explanations are unnecessary. Authority is easier to maintain when reasoning is optional. Systems run smoother when compliance is automatic. And who pays? Those trying to learn, those trying to improve flawed processes, those noticing inconsistencies others ignore. Asking why requires time. Answering why requires accountability. Silencing questions reduces friction, but friction is also how systems reveal weaknesses. So the cost of discouraging curiosity isn't immediate collapse, it's long-term stagnation. Historically, societies have cycled through this pattern. Periods of questioning lead to advancement. Periods of enforced certainty lead to stability, then stagnation. The scientific method itself was once considered disruptive. Asking why the sun appears to move, rather than accepting tradition, was once dangerous. Over time, questioning became institutionalized in science, but not always in daily life. The permission to ask why has never been evenly distributed. It has often depended on status role, timing, location, not on the validity of the question itself. So here is the contradiction. Human progress depends on asking why. Human systems often discourage it. The same question that builds understanding is treated as a threat to order, not always, not everywhere, but often enough to notice, which leads to a single question. Not rhetorical, not answered here. If asking why is essential to learning, progress, and truth, why is asking it so often discouraged? Was this an oversight or a design choice? Does discouraging why protect efficiency or protect something else? If this surprised you, explain why. If it didn't, explain that. No opinions were given in this video. Only documented patterns, only observed facts. The explanation belongs to you. Why is this allowed?